Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about why unfortunately running anything other than a lockdown on the 2v2 court in NBA2K20 is a major L. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this one to 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. You're going to see two different gameplays in this one. Obviously you can see we're showing this one right here first and foremost, where we're going against the slashing playmaker at the 1. Now this actually still has solid defense. You guys know the pure playmakers, they have good physical abilities when it comes to the defense, good vert, good speed. Obviously if you upgrade some block and defensive rebound, it's not horrible. But with the slashing playmaker, it's still not a two-way slashing playmaker. And why make anything other than a two-way slashing playmaker is what we're here to talk about. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Now, they have the glass cleaner, which is the rim sharp build of the 2, which is obviously a lockdown. Now, that's just not enough defense, if we're being real. Now, at the same time, you're going to see our lineup, it's not two lockdowns either. However, Kitchen does have a 3-point playmaker with lock takeover. This is still the playmaking sharpshooter pie chart for anybody who's curious. But like I said, a lot of people think that he's a lockdown as well. But with all that said, he still has solid defense. He has 11 defensive badges, he has good defensive ratings, and obviously he has lockdown takeover. So with all that said, we have two competent defenders, and I feel like the build that Kitchen is running is the absolute best thing that you can use while still trying to run pick and roll in this game, because you guys know the deal. The whole title of the video is obviously why run anything but a lockdown in NBA 2K20, and that's just the fact of the matter. You guys know you've ran into, you know, the constant double play lock lineups, or even if you don't play this game all that consistently and you're just a viewer, you like watching 2K20, you don't like playing it. You've seen Tycino's series where, you know, he's doing these wagers, he goes against double play locks all day, and they just take advantage of him all game, his low interior defense and his low shot blocking ability. And I just feel like for the game to be centered around stuff like that, and you know, it's all understandable if the build can't shoot, but on top of that, a play lock can shoot just as well as the slashing playmaker that we're playing against right here. So let's just restart this conversation and compare the pure playmaker pie chart to the play lock pie chart. So we're going to talk finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defense in that order. So when it comes to the finishing ability, the play lock obviously gets contact dunks out the box at 6'5", whereas the pure playmaker has to be all the way to 99.9, and that's the tallest you can go to get contact dunks at 99.9 with the pure playmaker. Now the play lock can get the contact dunks at 99.9 all the way up to 6'8". Now tell me why a play lock has better offensive ability than a pure playmaker. That just doesn't make any sense to me in any way. I'm talking playmaking ability, finishing ability, shooting ability. It just in general should not have anything better in the offensive category in my opinion. And I just don't see why this game leans to the driving dunk ability so much when it comes to the lockdowns, or even at that. Slashers get penalized with a 3-point rating more than lockdowns do. It's just crazy, bro. It's ridiculous to me. So like I said, let's talk about the finishing. They both get long athlete, we all know that, and honestly, finishing in this game just feels very capped off to where anything more than 70 driving layup and 85 driving dunk feels pretty useless if we're being real, and I know from experience with my finisher. I just feel like, you know, I see these play locks do the exact same thing that I'd be doing in the exact same situation too. It's just a lot of them don't really know how to hop dunk, as stupid as that sounds. And, you know, no shade thrown, but if you guys watched the series last night or 2 nights ago, actually, as I'm recording this, but if you watched the series between Hank the Tank and Tycino, honestly, Hank made it look hard to hop step, bro, against Tycino too. Now, that is the topic that we're here to talk about, is why have anything but defense in your build. So when it comes to somebody like Tycino, his build is so hard to, you know, overcome when it comes to the 2v2 court because he just lacks the defense so much. It takes, obviously, like y'all say, it takes no skill to be able to do, like, you know, to be able to take advantage of him on the defense. Now, the tough thing about that is you would think, oh, well, why don't they just put the big man on him and then Tycino can go guard the corner? Well, a lot of people come in with double play locks. They just go ahead and take advantage of the small matchup, and just it's as easy as that. Now, with my finisher, we're going to talk about the problems that you run into if you can't shoot. So for me, since I can't shoot, or at least in the past when I wasn't legend, I'm a clog in the paint, right? So it's as easy as put the big man in the paint and then put the next guy in the corner. Exactly what you would think the mindset is when it comes to like the whole Tycino thing. Now, like I was saying, with the double play locks, they can both shoot. They both have Hall of Fame dimer. It's as easy as that, and you just take advantage of the weak link. If you try to help off the corner as you force it at the weak link, then the corner is just going to get dotted, and it's that easy to shoot off Hall of Fame dimer. You guys know the deal. So let's come back to the whole topic. Why run anything but a lockdown in NBA 2K20? It's all because hop stepping and ISO is so easy no matter what your build is. And then if you want to push the conversation even further, when I titled the video running anything other than a lockdown in NBA 2K20 is an L, really running anything other than a play lock in NBA 2K20 is an L, because you don't need a rim sharp to be able to shoot consistently with the, on corner spot ups like this guy is in the corner right here off Hall of Fame Dimer. You don't need that stuff. You might as well be another ISO option where, say I'm a weak link, even though I'm really not. Obviously at 6'9", hit legend, I have 30 defensive badges. But let's say I was a play sharp that's 6'2" in that situation. If I'm sitting in the corner, I'm just trying to, not play any defense. Me as a 6'2" play sharp, I'm just trying to avoid as much on-ball defense as possible. But if that's a play lock spotting up in the corner instead of a rim sharp, they can just give the ball to my guy and just ISO me all game. Really, there's no hiding from it with double play locks. So really what we talk about when it comes to the whole why run anything but a lockdown in 2K20, what I really mean is why run anything but a play lock. So like I said, we're here to talk about a lot of different things. We got two different games. This one, as y'all have seen, was against the pure playmaker and then the rim sharp. The second one that we're going to be showing is also a rim sharp, I believe, or maybe he was a paint beast. I'm not sure. We'll see when we get there. But it was with a play sharp at like 6'2", 6'3" at the point guard, and you're going to see why it was so problematic that he's on the court. So you've seen our pick and roll sets a little bit throughout this game, where just the pure playmaker that I'm talking about having really low, defensive abilities, even though it's not that bad when it's all in comparison. Obviously, he has good speed, good vertical, good chase down ability, but when you get put in these pick and roll games, it's so much easier to screen this guy than it would be a play lock or a pure lock. Now, a pure lock is nowhere near meta when it comes to this 2v2 stuff. That dude has to shoot so consistently that honestly, I would leave him wide open every single play for the sake of the fact that we can just get the ball back once and hope that we're going to do well with it. But at the same time, obviously a pure lock is going to be a little bit harder to score on. But regardless, my whole point is the shooting ability on a pure lock is a little too inconsistent. And that's where, like I was saying, the love that is shown to these pures is so bad in this game. There's no point in making a pure slasher. There's no point in making a pure playmaker. There's definitely no point in making a pure sharp. And then with a pure lock, there's just too many weaknesses that come to it. And it's all just, why make anything other than a play lock? Really. I mean, even the pass accuracy, like the speed on his pass, if you were to dot the wing right there, is just not, it's not that much better than a play lock's would be anyway. The way that I'm talking in this video, you would think the guy that we're playing is a play lock, but like I said, I mean, he's a pure playmaker. But again, the pass that he just made right there is not that much faster than a play lock's would have been. So where's the comparative, advantage for being a pure playmaker that you get as far as, instead of being a play lock? There's really none. Honestly, the only thing that I can think of that is better for a pure playmaker is possibly that you get better three-pointer and mid-range and stuff like that and a couple more shooting badges, but it's not noticeably different to the point where you would think that it's worth making. Really, it's not. So then right there you can see Kitchen Green's the shot from the corner. And we're going to skip to the second gameplay, but real quick, I want to show you the box score. The one turnover that we had was obviously the inbound problem. And then other than that, I mean, Kitchen missed literally one shot and it wasn't a three-pointer either. So again, keep in mind, this was one lock on the court and he was the big man, and which makes it even that much more problematic. Now, if it weren't the big man and say it were somebody smaller at the two, I could just hop dunk him all game because that's just a weak matchup. Or if they put the point guard on me, like in the second one that you're going to see, we'll just skip to that real quick. So in the second gameplay, you can see same lineup, three-point playmaker, finisher, lock takeover, slash takeover. You get the deal. So I was tweaking. They actually brought a perimeter lockdown point guard as their big man. And I was low-key thinking about using this gameplay right here to talk about why you do need to run bigs on NBA 2K20 when it comes to the 2v2 stuff. Because when I see this, my eyes light up. I'm like, okay, this is easy hop dunk fest, where even though it's a perimeter lockdown on me, I should be able to still take it at him because obviously the height discrepancy is going to be a tough thing to deal with. But with that said, obviously there is a worse defender on the court than even him. And obviously I'm talking about interior defense when I talk about the perimeter lock. The perimeter lock would, serve as like a good on-ball defender, but really, what are you going to do? You're going to put him on ball and then put, the play sharp on me? Then what? Then I'm just going to hop dunk him all game? Like, I mean, it's as easy as that. Now, simply put, you do need defense in this game. I would say, really, why run anything other than a 6'7" play lock at both spots so that you can have good interior defense, good perimeter defense? You can see right here, though, obviously I'm going for the hop and just missed. Like, he blocked me, and simple. Really, it's as simple as that. Now, I'm not going to lie. Could I just keep on doing that and the consistency level of it would show? Yes, obviously I can do that pretty consistently and pull it off really easily. He's just small. He doesn't have good interior defense, but I'm just gonna go away from that throughout the whole rest of this game, and we're just gonna take it at the PLAYSHARP and just screen him all game. Now, this is what we're here to talk about. Now, like I was saying, you're gonna see this dude ISO, right? And I show mad respect, mad love to anybody who ISOs with a PLAYSHARP. That takes a whole lot of pride, a whole lot of integrity, and I show you mad respect and my utmost respect when it comes to that stuff. A lot of times I get into these ISO versus pick and roll debates for anybody who's new to the channel, and really a lot of people, you know, they perceive this wrong when I bring it across like this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he got locked up right there. Low-key, I went for the steal instead of the dive, but obviously, you know, late inputs and stuff. But like I was saying, a lot of times people get me misunderstood when it comes to the whole pick and roll versus ISO debate. Like I've said multiple times, but people just misunderstand. I show mad respect and mad love to anybody who ISOs with a PLAYSHARP, because not only is it harder to do than to ISO with a PLAYLOCK, imagine that. A build with playmaking and sharpshooting is harder to run offense with than a playmaking and lockdown build. Imagine that. That's got to be 2K20, right? But pretty much what I'm saying here, you can see they put the PLAYSHARP on me. Why do that in the first place? You know I'm gonna just go ahead and just take advantage of him, and I know that they know that. So you can see I dot kitchen right there, because I know the perimeter lock's gonna want to drop and help down. When running against two guards, obviously I know they're gonna double team me on drive, so the sooner I can just kick out and pretty much dot my teammate before they do anything as far as double teaming me, it's gonna be easy take. Now, right there, he just played me too high, I get the back door. This is aside the point. We're gonna stick to the point of the video. Why run anything but a lockdown in NBA 2K20? So, like I was saying, the PLAYSHARP, it's harder to ISO on than it is for a PLAYLOCK to ISO, and that all just comes down to driving dunk ability. Obviously, you know, the contact dunks, the hop dunks, just the speed in general of the slashing in it, and the crutch of having Hall of Fame defense. Now, with his build right here, you can see he is getting completely stuck on these screens. You're going to see it throughout the whole rest of the game too. He's getting completely stuck on these screens. PLAYLOCKs would not be getting like just taken advantage of like this. It's hard to screen PLAYLOCKs, bro, and that's why this pick and roll stuff, as far as just a true inside big, is not the meta this year. And a lot of times you guys have seen me resort to my slashing ability, like in yesterday's video too, because the pick and roll is so easy to lock down when you play against the double lock meta. Really, I mean, when it's a lockdown on the backside to play the passing lanes, you know, have good hedge defense and speed like that, and then when it's a lockdown on the front side too, who's able to just, you know, get around the picks really easy, it's that much easier to just, you know, defend them. And like I said, the PLAYLOCK ISO is that much easier. Now right here, I'm just taking advantage of how little he is and how bad his interior defense and block and stuff are. That's the easiest bucket in the game, and that's why you really just can't run that build on 2v2. Now, in the past, I've talked about things like make it, take it versus, like, you know, alternating possessions. A lot of people hate it, right? A lot of you PLAYSHARPs even hate it, but I'm here to tell you why you PLAYSHARPs would love alternating possessions. In my opinion, make it, take it, it benefits, you know, the toxicity of double lockdowns, like the double PLAYLOCKs, or even like the post lock combo, stuff like that. You're gonna see me miss like literally 2 threes right here in a row. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to show y'all this, but it kind of is what it is. Anyway, I missed 2 threes right here, 2 threes in a row right here, green the next one. You get the deal. Regardless, I just want to outro this video talking about how I've talked about this in the past too. So anybody who's like heard this, you know, rinse repeat, and also you can see almost a jackpot right there, but anybody who's heard this rinse and repeat topic that I would love to advocate for in 2K21, at least 2 courts of 2v2, 1 make it, take it, 1 alternating possession. Because a lot of you PLAYSHARPs who like to ISO, you would absolutely love that alternating possessions, because it benefits you. Your low defense, it doesn't matter as much. Obviously, they're still going to get their easy buckets on you, but you can combat that by playing good offense. You can't combat the 2v2 meta this year by playing good offense, because fact of the matter is, you miss 1 jump shot, oh, well, now you're getting hop dunked all game, and it's game at that point. You can't do anything about it. So, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try to get this one to 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Put LA in the comments to show your support. This made it all the way through to the end of this one. And let me know what your guys' feedback and comments and like just thoughts are as far as the whole why run anything but 2 locks. Do y'all really watch what Annoying and like Ticino are doing and think that that's like meta, that screens are like super OP in that sense? Because honestly, I don't see how you could think that, because they can't fall back on the crutch of Hall of Fame defense. That's just not the case, bro. They can't fall back on the crutch of their good defense, and I don't see why people think otherwise. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the vid, and like I said, if you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Hope y'all enjoyed, and take it easy, man. Peace.